Welcome to another edition of A Game a Day with Isaiah. I'm Ask Isaiah Rhodes, and tonight's matchup will be the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Denver Nuggets. The Sixers come in with a record of 32 and 14, while the Nuggets are 28 and 18. Both teams are 6 and 2 over their last 8 games. The Sixers are 10 and 2 in the month of March. They've been able to uh, win 6 of those 8 games without the likes of MVP candidate Joel Embiid, who's out with a hyperextended knee. So the Sixers have had to adjust their lineup. They have Ben Simmons, the defensive anchor for this team on the perimeter. Very versatile in all that he does as a defender and facilitator. You have Seth Curry, who's been one of the best shooters this season, and a big offseason pickup for the Sixers to extend their shooting. He's been a secondary ball handler as well for the Sixers. You have Danny Green, who is also stretched the floor. He's a 3 and D guy. His shooting is sporadic at times, but he's definitely consistent in terms of his effort and how he performs, or how much effort he gives when he performs. Tobias Harris, who was a borderline All-Star this year, many believe he should have been an All-Star, and Dwight Howard is starting at center for the Sixers. For Denver, they have Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Will Barton, new addition Aaron Gordon, and MVP candidate Nikola Jokic. To start the game, Jamal Murray knocks down a right wing 3-point shot to open up the scoring for the game. The Nuggets, one of the best shooting teams in the league, and on Philly's side, they come out in a pick and roll, set up a two-hand slam for Dwight Howard. So Ben Simmons able to set up Dwight. Dwight's been a very good addition for the Sixers team, basically playing the same role he played for the Lakers last year, being able to get inside, be an irritant defensively, and just bring energy. He'll have to do that tonight against Nikola Jokic. He was able to do that in last year's Western Conference Finals to a degree. Jokic still played his game, but the Sixers were able to, pardon me, the Lakers were able to win that series in 5 games, 4-1. 3-point shot for Steph Curry doesn't fall, rebounded by Aaron Gordon. Prior to that Sixer possession, Nikola Jokic was able to get a two-hand slam inside. So Nuggets lead 5-2. Nuggets basketball. Aaron Gordon came in first game as a Nugget over the weekend against the Atlanta Hawks, in which the Nuggets dominated the Hawks 126 to 102. A big second quarter for Gordon, got things going for him, and as he just showcased a great ability to move off the basketball, get a lot of assists from Jokic out of the post, and really showcase his ability and IQ next to a high-power offense like this Nuggets team. Michael Porter Jr. got a mid-range jumper to fall, so Nuggets lead 7-2. Ben Simmons trying to get a floater off the glass. He can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Will Barton. Barton looking to get inside. He's able to get to the rim but can't finish the layup. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. The Sixers are coming off of a 10-point loss to Los Angeles Clippers, 122 to 112. Tobias Harris off of that. Will Barton missed, able to get a floater inside, so 7-4. 9:42 remaining in the first quarter. Great pass from the free throw line down to the baseline for Michael Porter Jr. Great pass from Nikola Jokic. That's one of the things that makes him so accessible and so dynamic as a post player. Despite being slew of foot, he's able to facilitate and set up based off of his skill set and ability to pass, averaging just under 9 assists per game this year. That's Michael Porter Jr.'s second field goal. So one of the things that Michael Porter Jr. showcased, especially in that Atlanta Hawks game, was his ability to rebound. He didn't get too caught up in trying to shoot threes. He did score, but it was off of his ability to create off of the offensive glass and move off the ball. Sixers able to get a steal. Great defense from Tobias Harris, and Danny Green comes down, sets up another alley-oop for Dwight Howard. So 2 quick dunks for Dwight Howard. He has 4 of the Sixers' 6 points. Nuggets lead 9-6. Jamal Murray guarded by Ben Simmons. This should be a matchup to look out for today, considering the fact that Ben Simmons is a premier candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. On that last shot, though, Jamal Murray able to get the switch off of Ben Simmons, able to get Tobias Harris on him, and Jamal hits a 3-point step back, foul by Tobias. Not only did Tobias foul him, but he got into his body, ran right into him. So free throw is good for Jamal Murray. Denver opens up a 7-point lead, 13-6, 8:35 remaining in the first quarter. This is Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Steph Curry dribble handoff to Dwight Howard. Back to Dwight trying to dunk all over Aaron Gordon. He is fouled. So Dwight was prepared to go head on for that collision. Aaron Gordon had to step up, took the bulk of that punishment, as Dwight definitely brought all of his 275 at Aaron Gordon full force, trying to finish that dunk. Free throw for Dwight is good. Dwight historically a bad free throw shooter. But like I said, as a member of the Los Angeles Lakers last year, playing his role, being an irritant defensively, getting rebounds inside, playing spot minutes when needed, but really playing as a specialist depending on what head coach Frank Vogel needed. He definitely contributed to a championship, and now in the twilight of his career understands what his role is for this Sixers team, trying to get to that championship level. He makes both free throws. The Nuggets come back. Jamal Murray misses a right corner three, tried to get another step back there. So 13-8 Sixers basketball. Going to Dwight inside. Tobias Harris passes a bit off, and a steal from Jamal Murray sets up a Michael Porter Jr. tomahawk slam on a fast break. So Michael Porter Jr. already efficient tonight. 3 of 3 from the floor, 6 points. And another steal for Denver. Tobias Harris getting caught out there as a facilitator right now, being caught off balance in a lot of his passes, being turned into opportunities to score for the Nuggets. That pass ahead from Murray to Porter was on a rope. Porter able to catch it in one motion and go straight up for a dunk. Murray already with 2 steals tonight. Nuggets up 7 with the basketball. Nikola Jokic trying to get a spin move off inside over Dwight. He misses the first layup, but the offensive rebound is there, and the tip in is good. Danny Green looks to respond with a 3. He does, but a timeout called by Doc Rivers with 7:16 remaining in the first negates that 3-pointer made. And the Nuggets completely getting everything they want right now offensively. Some turnovers by the Sixers have put them behind the 8 ball, trailing by 9 on the road to the Denver Nuggets, 17-8. We'll be back with more. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Ask Isaiah Rose. Stay tuned for more. Just want to give you an update on scores around the league so far. First game of the night, the Charlotte Hornets went on the road and are 36 seconds away from defeating the Washington Wizards, currently up 8, 111-103. They've been able to win many games over the last 2 weeks without the likes of Rookie of the Year candidate LaMelo Ball, who should be out for at least 4 weeks with a fractured hand. So to see what they've been able to do, Terry Rozier was previously named Eastern Conference Player of the Month. A lot of his contributions stepping up at the right time. Without LaMelo, the Hornets still maintaining a playoff spot. Currently, they're 4th in the East, and with a win, they'll look to solidify their space in the 4th seed. They're tied with the Knicks right now at 1 game over 500 each, but the but the Hornets have 23 wins compared to the Knicks 24, 23 losses for the Knicks, 22 losses for Charlotte. So winning this game will solidify them at the fourth seed. Later games tonight, you have Phoenix versus Atlanta. That should be a great point guard matchup between Trae Young and Chris Paul. And the last game of the night, 10 o'clock, you have the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Orlando Magic. The Clippers are coming off of a dominant win over the Milwaukee Bucks, a game that was good for about the first 2.5 quarters. And then Reggie Jackson got going, especially from the three-point line, to open up that lead. And the Clippers went on to win by 24. So we're back as the Sixers unable to score. The Nuggets able to get out and run and get an alley-oop opportunity for Jokic to finish at the rim. So 19-8 coming right back though is Ben Simmons, who scores. He gets his first basket of the game. Jokic's basket on the previous possession. It was his third of the game. He's 3 of 5 from the floor, 6 points. Will Barton with the basketball gets it to Michael Porter Jr. A left wing three is good. His first 3-pointer of the game, Porter Jr. getting it going offensively early. Already with 9 points, 4 from the floor. 12-point lead for the Nuggets, 22-10. Dwight Howard finds Steph Curry in the left corner, gets a floater up, able to get the basket to fall. So the Sixers are just trying to remain within striking distance right now, not trying to let the Nuggets build on this lead and make the game out of hand early. Dwight guarding Jokic, great backdoor cut from Michael Porter Jr. It doesn't matter on the closeout from Danny Green. The basket is good. Great passing from the high post from Nikola Jokic. Sixers 5 of 8 from the floor, but it doesn't matter because on cue, another turnover for the Sixers. You get an opportunity at the rim, easy basket for Aaron Gordon. These turnovers from Philadelphia have completely destroyed any game plan that they have because the Nuggets are getting easy opportunities at the rim. 4 turnovers tonight for the Sixers. Steph Curry straightaway three set up by Ben Simmons. He misses a short, rebounded by Jamal Murray. Murray looking across the timeline. He's still guarded by Ben Simmons. Murray, very crafty. Not the most explosive player, but his skill set and craftiness allow for him to work the paint. And he gets inside, finishes with the layup. Danny Green coming down, looking to speed up. The pace of this game is very fast, but the Nuggets definitely maximizing on their opportunities compared to the Sixers. Easy basket inside for Tobias Harris, now cutting the 16-point deficit to 14, 4:44 remaining in the first quarter. Murray crossover dribble right to left, looking to get inside with the reverse. He had the left hand layup, instead goes to the reverse with the scoop with the right hand. Made that a lot difficult than it had to be. Still made it. 30-14 Nuggets lead. Missed 3 by Danny Green and Aaron Gordon, who's been quiet so far with the basketball. Thought about a 3. Goes pick and roll with Jokic. Miscommunication. Ben Simmons with the steal. He's fouled at the 3-point line before he's able to get into that paint to slow things down. 4:14 remaining. The Nuggets have dominated with easy opportunities at the rim because the Philadelphia 76ers have just completely turned over the ball. They haven't been efficient with their possessions, and this is why they're trailing by 16. 4:14 remaining in the first quarter, so there's still a lot of basketball left, but they're not careful. They can be ran out of the building. So Mike Scott into the game, Furkan Korkmaz, Shake Milton, and Matisse Thybulle into the game for the Sixers. PJ Dozier into the game for the Nuggets. Inside, Tobias Harris gets a floater going right at PJ Dozier. So 14-point game under 4 minutes remaining. Tobias, under 4 minutes remaining in the first. Tobias with 6 points, 3 for 3 early in his first quarter. Jamal Murray inside had a layup opportunity. He misses it, gets the tip in. So back to 16. Good tenacity on the offensive glass from Tobias Harris. Tobias gets it to Shake Milton. Milton attacking, trying to get a shot up, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Jokic. He takes the rebound and pushes the pace right away. This is not foreign for any Nuggets fan. If you're just getting caught up on Nikola Jokic, he loves to catch the rebound and take it straight up because of his passing ability, able to survey the floor very easily. Turnover by the Nuggets. Bad pass from Jokic led itself to a three-point shot from Matisse Thybulle, a rare three-pointer made from Matisse. 13-point game. Head coach Mike Malone doesn't like what he's seen. Slows down the pace, calls timeout. Nuggets lead by 13, 32-19, with 3:11 left in the first. This is Ask Isaiah. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. So stay tuned for more. Just to give you an update on the final, Wizards lose to the Hornets 114-104. Hornets able to go on the road and defeat the Wizards. Gordon Hayward with a game high. Terry Rozier had a game high of 27. Hayward came in second with 26 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. They also got great contributions from Cody Zeller, who had 16 points, 13 rebounds off of the bench. Devontae Graham also provided 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. For Washington, Rui Hachimura had 30 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Russell Westbrook had 22 points, 15 rebounds, 15 assists. Robin Lopez provided 16 points, 11 rebounds off the bench. Big shout out to No Name. Thanks for the compliment on the commentary, man. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for more throughout the season. This is a game a day. So the game tonight, Sixers versus Nuggets. Tomorrow it'll be another game. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel so you can check out all games. Out of that timeout called by the Nuggets, up 13. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The Nuggets have been able to get out and run off of 76ers turnovers and get easy opportunities at the rim. Right now, Mike Scott guarding Nikola Jokic. Jokic kicks out to Paul Millsap. Millsap gets his first shot to fall. Three-pointer made, 16-point game. The Denver Nuggets 4 or 5 from 3 tonight. Free-flowing offense, able to get the ball moving around the perimeter, keeping Philadelphia off balance. Mike Scott on the right wing goes to Matisse Thybulle. This second unit for the Sixers, along with Tobias Harris, will be tasked with trying to keep the Sixers in the game despite coming in with a huge deficit and a shot clock violation by the Sixers here. With this particular second unit on the floor, it's not much scoring. It's only Tobias Harris with a secondary scorer in Shake Milton, who is also tasked with setting up the offense as well. This second unit for the Sixers has posed a lot of different issues depending on the matchup because they can't really keep up with teams. So it's up to the first unit, usually with Joel Embiid, to build the lead, and then the second unit to maintain it. As I speak, Michael Porter Jr. knocks in another three-point shot. So now the Sixers fall behind by 19. Michael Porter Jr. has been in the zone this entire first quarter with 14 points, 2 of 2 from the floor. The Sixers look to respond, going to Tobias Harris in the mid-post. He shoots it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Michael Porter. Porter Jr. slows down, gets it to Jamal Murray. Murray looking for Porter inside. Floater is no good. The rebound comes down to Mike Scott. Tobias Harris on the left wing gets it to the middle and has it stolen by JaMychal Green. JaMychal Green had an exceptional game against Atlanta. 20 points, including big three-point shots to really get his game going. Able to set up an opportunity for PJ Dozier out of the post. Three-point shot for Dozier is good. So 41-22, Denver leads, because as I say that, PJ Dozier's three is responded to by Matisse Thybulle with a three. So 41-22. Paul Millsap working in the right corner. Goes up against Mike Scott. Kicks out to Jamal Murray at the top of the key. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Guarded by Tobias Harris. Already hitting a 4-point play earlier in the quarter. Knocks in a three at the buzzer to get this lead to 22 early. 44-22. Denver leads Philadelphia. 3-point field goals tonight. 7 of 8 for Denver already. 3-point shot for Mike Scott. No good. Jamal Murray with 16 points here in the first quarter. As PJ Dozier looks to attack, Furkan Korkmaz is stripped. Mike Scott couldn't save it on the baseline, so possession will stay with Denver. 22 seconds left in the first quarter, up 22. We look at this Jamal Murray three, able to jab step Tobias and knock it down with no issue. 28 seconds left in the quarter. Jamal Murray with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Step back three. No good over Paul Reed. Rebounded by Mike Scott. Shake Milton with the basketball. Shot clock is off. Sixers want early offense instead. Slow it down. Shake Milton attacks PJ Dozier. Trying to work the baseline. Kicks it out to Matisse Thybulle. Another three for Thybulle. No good. 5 seconds left. PJ Dozier with the basketball. Looks to get a shot up at the buzzer. 3-point shot off. But Denver dominates on the defensive end, getting forced turnovers against the Sixers, being able to get out and run. In turn, getting easy baskets at the rim. Also, they've been able to knock down threes, especially in the half court. Michael Porter Jr. with 14 points. Jamal Murray with 16 points. Both have knocked down threes at an extreme clip. To complement that, Nikola Jokic has been able to set up others with great backdoor opportunities at the rim. So now, Sixers down 22. Nuggets up 22. We go into the second quarter. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Ask Isaiah Rhodes. Stay tuned for more. So we start this second quarter, Sixers basketball. They still have the second unit out there as Shake Milton tries to get inside, draws a foul, able to finish. He draws a foul on Paul Millsap. That's the type of aggression the Sixers are going to need, especially with the second unit on the floor. Milton attacks Millsap and PJ Dozier, able to get the basket and go to the free throw line. Milton has been really comfortable in the six-man role, playing the backup point guard. He's came on strong, specifically at the latter part of last season, going into the bubble. And when Ben Simmons went down, he had to take on a lot of responsibility. Uh, Doing so, the Sixers still lost in 4 games to Boston in the first round, but that was a good opportunity to gain experience, and he's been really comfortable in the offense this year. Denver still can't stop. Philly still can't stop Denver's offensive prowess, though. Even though Shake made it and one, PJ Dozier came right back in the pick and roll with JaMychal Green. Great bounce pass inside, able to draw the foul on Mike Scott. JaMychal Green goes to the free throw line, looking to complete the and one, and he does. So Denver back up by 22, 47-25. Mike Scott dribble handoff to Milton. Left wing catch by Mike Scott. Back to Shake Milton up top. Mismatch with JaMychal Green. He gets it to Paul Reed. Kick out to Matisse Thybulle. Thought about a three. Goes to Mike Scott instead for three. He knocks it down at the buzzer to prevent a shot clock violation. So, 3-point shot by Mike Scott. Paul Millsap dribble handoff to Campazzo. Campazzo, great backup point guard for this Nuggets team. Really good at setting the table. Diminutive in size, but he attacks the paint really, really well. Surveys the floor, knows how to set the table, and give Denver multiple opportunities to score. Missed shot by Paul Millsap with 1 second left on the shot clock. Shot was blocked by Paul Reed. Campazzo, baseline extended, looking to inbound. Gets it to Dozier. Dozier has to get a shot up. He misses it. Matisse Thybulle there for the rebound. Shake Milton on the run. Milton takes the screen from Mike Scott. Mid-range jumper. Free throw line extended. No good on the left wing. Will Barton with the rebound. JaMychal Green directing now. Looking to get his pass off to PJ Dozier. Great defense there by Reed to make that difficult on that dribble handoff. In turn, turnover force as the dribble went off of JaMychal Green. So Sixers trying to build on some momentum, trailing by 13 for Korkmaz. Skip pass over to Mike Scott in the left corner. Trying to get inside, finds Paul Reed. Reed is blocked by Paul Millsap. Great defense by Paul Millsap coming from behind with that block. PJ Dozier trying to go off the dribble has his move disrupted and the dribble is stolen. So Shake Milton looking to get inside, working baseline, trying to find a teammate, trying to find Mike Scott. His pass was a dribbler, not anything with any power or purpose to it. Stolen by the Nuggets. 15 on the shot clock. JaMychal Green with the basketball gets it to Will Barton. Will Barton has the mismatch with Paul Reed on him. Trying to look inside for Millsap is stolen by Korkmaz. Great defense in the post by Korkmaz. Looking for a three on the left wing. Korkmaz misses it horribly and goes straight to JaMychal Green. And the Nuggets look to slow the offense down. Will Barton, the Millsap 3-point shot, no good, and he's fouled by Paul Reed. So that's the second 3-point shot that the Sixers have fouled a Nugget on. Earlier in the first quarter, you had Tobias Harris foul Jamal Murray on a 4-point play. He actually made the three and completed it with the free throw. On this one, Paul Reed trying to close out on Paul Millsap, who knocked down the three earlier, closed out too recklessly, and foul Paul Millsap, looking for 3 free throws. So Millsap makes the first. Second free throw for Millsap is good. So Sixers trail by 21. Second free throw for Millsap. Pardon me, third free throw for Millsap is good. So lead back up to 22, 50 to 28. Millsap, 6 points. Tyrese Maxey into the game for the Sixers. Maxey out of Kentucky. Solid backup. Ben Simmons back into the game looking to get a basket. He's fouled by PJ Dozier with 5 on the shot clock. We look at Simmons in the post. Very strong. Able to create separation with that right shoulder. First free throw for Simmons is good. Now, Simmons has been tasked with having to lead this team, obviously with Tobias Harris scoring as well. But Simmons has been asked to take on more of a scoring burden with Joel Embiid out. And he's high. One of those games have been highlighted by a 42-point performance against the Utah Jazz earlier this season. So he has shown the capacity to score. His thing is more so about aggression and just really asserting himself, looking to score. And against the Jazz, that game in which the Sixers lost, a close game, so he was actually scoring early, and once he got in the groove, he continued to. But I don't think he went out of his way to score. I think he has to take on more of a asserted responsibility to look to score, especially when you have limited teammates, especially in the second unit. Most of the Sixers' second unit is more so specialists. You have players that are great on defense, great shooters, or great rebounders, but their all-around game isn't there. So Ben has to take on more of a responsibility to carry the offense to complement what Tobias Harris does, along with the shooting of Seth Curry and Danny Green. Seth Curry off the dribble, looking to get a shot up, can't get it to fall. Fighting for the offensive rebound was Ben Simmons, but Will Barton comes down with it. He goes to Jermichael Green, who finds Millsap cutting down the lane for an easy two-hand slam. So great ball movement by the Nuggets. Great ball movement by the Nuggets. 52 to 30. As we look at the points in the paint, Denver with 22 already. Sixers only with 12. Seth Curry responds with the three-pointer, trying to keep the Sixers within striking distance. 52 to 33. Denver leads Philly. Dozier attacking Mike Scott. It's blocked by Mike Scott. Rebounded by Ben Simmons. Simmons trying to push, and he's fouled. They call an offensive foul, saying he pushed off to create space. Look at Campazzo. Let's see what happens. So Campazzo on Ben Simmons' right arm. You see Ben push off just a bit before the contact came by Paul Millsap. So we look at this previous dunk by Paul Millsap. Great setup there by Jermichael Green, who'd already knocked down a three. Now Sixers got to close out, able to get it inside to Millsap. Barton with Jokic now back into the game. Great pass set up by Will Barton, for Will Barton, pardon me. Right corner, three, no good. Maxey looking to get into the paint, probing, finds Danny Green in the left corner. Back to Dwight Howard up top. Gets it to Seth Curry. So the Sixers slow down. 7 on the clock, three-point shot for Maxey. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Campazzo. Campazzo takes the screen from Jokic back to Jokic, top of the key. Thought about a three, up fake, and he's fouled by Maxey on a closeout as Maxey slaps him in the face inadvertently. So 6:43 remaining, Sixers trail by 19, 52 to 33. Do we get a timeout? We'll be back. Sixers trail by 19. 52-33, 6:43 remaining in the second. We'll be back with more. This is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rose. Stay tuned for more. So we're back. Denver thoroughly dominating so far, up 19. 6:40 remaining in the first half. Michael Porter Jr. had 16 points. Pardon me. He had 14 points in the first quarter with the basketball. Gets it to Jokic. Jokic tries to kick it to Compazzo in the right corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Dwight. He goes to Ben Simmons. Simmons can't get the layup to fall. Offensive rebound is there for Dwight. He misses the putback. Jamal Murray probing, looking to get inside. Blocked by Danny Green. Great defense there by Danny Green. Sixers looking to get an outlet to Maxey. Maxey finds Steph Curry and they slow it down. Curry guarded by Jokic. Back to Danny Green on the left wing. Attacking. Floater inside is no good, but he's fouled. You look at Danny Green attacking Porter Jr. Porter Jr. hits him in the back as he starts to gather for the floater. So Danny Green should be going to the free throw line, which he will be. Green this season playing solid for the Sixers. I mentioned his shooting being a bit inconsistent, but he's come up huge in certain games, specifically the Lakers, the Knicks, and the Spurs. This season, averaging just under 10 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, shooting 41% from the field, but shooting 38% from three. So Danny really staying focused on his role as a 3-and-D guy. The majority of the shots come from the three-point line, but every now and then he'll mix it in with a floater. So he makes both free throws. 52-35, Nuggets lead. Mid-range jumper for Jokic is good. Trying to initiate contact with the white refs don't call it, but he knocks down the jumper. 8 points, 4 of 6 from the floor is Nikola Jokic. Jokic on the season averaging just under 28 points per game, 11 rebounds, and close to 9 assists. Danny Green had the basketball. We got is this a legal defense? No, there's a foul. There's a foul against Murray. He fouls Ben Simmons. Nuggets in the penalty. So Ben Simmons will go to the free throw line. Simmons makes the first free throw. Simmons on a year, not the best free throw shooter, around 62%. Uh, Trying to uh, get it up to 70. I feel like if he's in the 70s range, mid 70s, the Sixers would be comfortable. One thing about him is that when he's not afraid to go to the free throw line, but he doesn't get a lot of attempts. I think that if he had a higher volume of attempts, he'd be a better free throw shooter. Because he doesn't take a lot of attempts, though, the ones that he does miss, it kills the percentage. He goes 1 of 2 at the line, so he's 3 of 4 at the line so far. Turnover by the Nuggets gives the Sixers the basketball as we approach 5 minutes remaining in the first half. 54-36, Nuggets lead Philadelphia. Steph Curry straightaway 3 over Jokic, no good. Rebounded by Michael Porter Jr. Porter Jr. looking to push. He gets to Aaron Gordon. Over to Compazzo, left corner 3 is no good. Rebounded by Michael Porter Jr. on the offensive glass. Thought about a 3, takes the 3, makes the 3. So good pump fake to get Tobias out of your shooter's window. He gets him flying by, takes the 3, makes the 3. Nuggets back up by 21, 57-36. Head coach Doc Rivers has to call another timeout. Nuggets thoroughly in control. So we're back. Sixers with the basketball, trailing by 21. The Nuggets have just been putting on a clinic from the 3-point line and forcing many turnovers by the Sixers. Sixers got behind an 8 ball early in that first quarter. Tobias Harris taking a step back 3 from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Jamal Murray. Murray surveying the floor, crosses the timelines, cut off by Steph Curry. Looking to take the screen from Jokic, kicks it back out to Jokic. He works it around to Porter Jr. Wide open right wing 3 is good for Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. might be on his way to a 40-point night tonight. He's just been in the zone all the way around. 20 points for Porter here in the first quarter. Tobias Harris in the post, guarded by Murray. 5 on the shot clock. They have to get a shot off. Great double team by Aaron Gordon. Kicks out. Tobias Harris kicks out to Seth Curry. So good heady play there as he anticipated the double teams. Great timing by Aaron Gordon, but Tobias was able to kick it out to Seth Curry for a three at the top of the key. 60-39 Nuggets lead. Campazzo thought about a three. He misses it. Ben Simmons gets the pass from Dwight Howard. Looking to get inside. Dwight in and out. Kicks it out to Seth Curry. Back to Dwight in the post. Off the glass. Basket is good over Aaron Gordon. So Sixers able to get it to Dwight. Dwight now 8 points, 3 rebounds. Murray trying to get inside. Great reverse there by Jamal Murray. Able to contort his body around the contest from Ben Simmons. Able to finish. So 18 points, 3 assists for Jamal Murray. Harris works it around the perimeter to Seth Curry. Curry inside trying to throw an alley for Dwight. A bit off target. Turnover by the Sixers leads to an alley-oop for Jamal Murray to Aaron Gordon. Gordon showcasing the athleticism that made him a dunk contest legend. Despite never actually winning one, he probably should have won at least 2 of them. So that two-hand slam for Gordon off of a Jamal Murray alley-oop, wide open. Tobias Harris had nothing. There was nothing Tobias could do there. So great alley-oop from Murray to Gordon. And the Sixers right now in the world of hurt. They're being outclassed by Denver on all phases of the game. When you look at how Denver is executing, obviously you got Jokic there with no Embiid to really negate or cancel out what he's doing. But he's not even the one that's dominating. It's Michael Porter Jr. with 20 points already in the first half. It's Jamal Murray with 18 points. These two have complemented what Jokic is able to do, obviously, with 8 points. He has a number of assists, able to set up offense on the perimeter as a center. But the Nuggets overall as a team are just getting the best shots that they want. Gordon looking to pass inside to Porter. Miscommunication there. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Tobias Harris looking to get inside. Sets up a floater. Rolls around the rim and falls in. So back to should be 19, but they say it's okay. So it's a 21-point game, 64-43. Jokic, right block, goes baseline on Dwight Howard, trying to get a shot up, but they call a foul on Dwight. Jokic, one of the best shooting bigs in the game, able to constantly put his team in position to get quality baskets, whether it's him scoring or him passing. Again, on the season, averaging 27 points, 11 rebounds, 8.5 assists, shooting 57%. If not for the Nuggets' record being slightly below expectations this year, he'd be front runner for MVP. I think he's still in that top 3 range. He's just been so durable, and the Nuggets' record is starting to turn around. So he's definitely top 3, but you gotta think about James Harden as well, who's been able to sustain for the Nets while Kevin Durant has been out for an extended period of time. Kyrie Irving has been in and out of the lineup for personal reasons. James Harden has been the one that has been able to keep the Nets afloat. They're currently second in the East with a 1-game separation between them and the Sixers. So this game is important in terms of standing because if the Sixers lose this game, The the Nets will the Nets will get to within. No, they'll be tied for the number one record in the East. Sixers hold the tiebreaker, but uh, that's sure to change going into the next couple of days. Dwight Howard able to get a basket. Sixers trail by 21, 24 seconds left in the half. Will Barton with the basketball. Barton hasn't really forced it tonight. Looking to get into the paint. Opportunity to score. He's fouled by Dwight Howard. Hard foul there. Don't want to give up anything easy, but you also don't want to see anybody get hurt as well. So Barton takes a hard foul. They'll probably review this. They will review this. He took a hard hit from both Dwight and Matisse Thybulle on that drive there. So they're reviewing this to see if it's a flagrant. The thing about Dwight, over the last two games, he's been ejected. He's been ejected against the Lakers and the Clippers. Sixers went 1-1 in those games, losing to the Clippers, winning against the Lakers. So you run the risk of that issue with Dwight. Is as important as he is at times, the decision that he makes tends to put him and his team in vulnerable positions for ejections or flagrants or technical fouls. It just comes with his temperament. Not necessarily that he has a temper, but some of the decisions that he makes are on the borderline. And right now, the Sixers definitely need all the bodies that they can use, considering the fact that Dwight is really their only big man. I mean, Paul Reed is also there, but Paul is really okay. So the flagrant it's ruled a flagrant foul. Dwight called for the flagrant foul. He can't believe it, but you gotta understand this is the game now. Anything to the head will be ruled unnecessary contact. Obviously, he's trying to swipe down on the ball and give a foul, but uh, the the contact to the head deemed a bit unnecessary. So Barton goes to the free throw line for two. He makes the first. So not only will this be a flagrant foul, two free throws for Barton, but Denver can get the last possession of the half with 11.3 left. Barton makes the second free throw, 68-45. Denver leads Philadelphia. Porter Jr. looking to inbound. He goes to Barton. So Barton at the top of the key takes a screen from Jokic. Looking to set up Gordon inside. Gordon trying to find Jokic, just stolen by Danny Green. Green at the buzzer. He can't get it to fall. So we go into the second half. Nuggets lead by 23, 68-45. Leading scorers for the Nuggets. 20 points for Michael Porter Jr., 8 of 10 from the floor. Jamal Murray, 18 points, 7 of 11 from the floor. Jokic, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. The Sixers, led by Dwight Howard. Howard has given them 8 points. Other than that, the Sixers can't get much going. They've struck. Ben Simmons hasn't really gotten anything going offensively, and the Sixers really have too many turnovers to have any fluid offense. All of the turnovers that they have in the first half have led to easy opportunities for the Nuggets to get out in transition, get easy baskets, get others in rhythm. And then on top of that, when you have the likes of Jokic, who can be dynamic as a playmaker, he doesn't even have to force the the offense because everybody's going to play off him, as evidenced by Porter Jr. with 20 and Jamal Murray with 18. So we'll be back with more, as this is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. This is the Denver Nuggets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Denver leads Philadelphia 68-45. So stay tuned for more. got a Brooklyn Nets shout out in the chat. The Nets have been dominant over the last 20 games. They've been able to be led by James Harden. That's put them in position to be the number one seed in the East, even with Kevin Durant, who'll be out for another week, and Kyrie Irving in and out of the lineup. A lot of that has been traced to James Harden over the last 10 games. Nets 8-2, Sixers 8-2 as well. But obviously, as I've said, without Joel Embiid against the top tier teams, they're definitely going to struggle. Nuggets acquiring Aaron Gordon and JaVale McGee during the trade deadline and on the buyout market. You look at what they've been able to do so far, especially over the last couple of weeks. The the Nuggets might be lining up to be the second best team in the West right now. Obviously, the Lakers have their issues with injuries. They've acquired Andre Drummond. He'll be starting in the next game for the Lakers against the Bucks. But without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Lakers are definitely compromised. The Nuggets come in with a record of 28-19. With this win, they're still a game and a half behind the Lakers. So this will put them a game behind the Lakers for fourth. We'll see how the Lakers respond now that they have Drummond. But the Nuggets have just been dominating, and it looked like with this new lineup that they have inserting Aaron Gordon, that they'll be even stronger. Eastern Conference, Western Conference predictions. For the Eastern Conference, I think that the Sixers, a healthy Sixers team, can make the Eastern Conference. I think that's the ceiling. I will go Sixers. I will go Sixers Nets, but I will say that if the Sixers have a healthy Embiid, I would give them the edge on the interior. The Nets have the they should have the edge on the perimeter, but we don't know what version of Kevin Durant we're going to get back. Plus, as great as James Harden is, you run the risk of him having to carry too much of a load right now. I know that they tried to add Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge, who are pieces, but I don't think they're as great as people are projecting them to be. They'll be role players right now. So I have Sixers Nets Eastern Conference Finals. In the West, I'm gonna go with Nuggets Lakers again if Anthony Davis is healthy. If Anthony Davis comes back to full health, I think that they can play against any team. With this addition of Aaron Gordon, it provides the Nuggets with another weapon offensively, and he's very versatile. He can move off the ball. He's very athletic. He's a solid shooter, enough of a shooter to be on the floor, and his ability to be versatile gives them the ability to, or lack thereof, of playing Paul Millsap, which they don't want to do. They want to play him in spurts, not as much as they have been in the past. So that should help them. The thing about the Clippers are on the outside of that. Clippers, they're still the same team from last year. They still struggle to uh, close out games. They still struggle to maintain leads. I know that the last couple of games, especially a game against the Milwaukee Bucks, they were able to come back and finish strong. That was good considering they were down uh, by a lot in the first half. Were able to come back, but I still think that they're the weak link out of the top tier teams. The move that was made for Aaron Gordon took Denver over the top to me. So I have Lakers, Nuggets, Sixers, Nets. In terms of the Jazz, I see you got the Jazz, Lakers, Jazz. I think the Jazz are having an exceptional regular season. And while Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, uh, Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, all those guys are playing well, a lot of their offense is predicated on shooting from shooters that aren't great shooters. They're very streaky shooters. So Royce O'Neal, teams are gonna ask him to shoot more. Joe Ingles, while being a facilitator and versatile player in terms of craftiness, being able to shoot also, uh, the lack of interior presence scoring wise between him and Derek but between Favors and Gobert is definitely a weakness. And in the end, it's going to be placed upon Donovan Mitchell's shoulders. Donovan Mitchell being a young superstar that he is, he'll be willing to take it. He'll be willing to take on the burden. But at times he could be inefficient, and that will hurt the Jazz against the top tier teams. We'll see how it goes. But I got Sixers Nets, and I have Denver Lakers conference finals. So we start the second half in Denver as the Denver Nuggets lead the Philadelphia 76ers 68 to 45. The Sixers have to find a way to cut into this lead. It starts at the defensive end. The Nuggets got exactly what they wanted in the first half. The efficiency, the three-point shooting, easy baskets in the paint. They just completely dominated. They come out in the second half, get an opportunity in the paint for Nikola Jokic. Jokic finishes the layup. So again, it starts at the defensive end. Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Danny Green, they had to lock in on the perimeter as Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. have gotten everything that they wanted offensively. Tobias Harris comes back, gets a quick basket in the post. So 70 to 47. Will Barton guarded by Seth Curry. What a pass inside for Michael Porter Jr. So again, Porter Jr. doing exactly what he wants to do, moving off of the basketball much better this season. He's coming off of a 13-point performance against Atlanta, where he had 10 rebounds tonight. Back to his scoring ways, being able to shoot the three, move off the basketball, get easy baskets inside. A floater for Tobias Harris is good. 12 points for Tobias, 6 of 9 from the field. Three-point shot from Nikola Jokic, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Tobias Harris. Three-point shot from the right quarter from Murray, no good. Rebounded by Ben Simmons. Simmons trying to attack the paint, cut off by Porter Jr. Harris kicks out to Danny Green. Danny Green thought about a three, tried to draw contact. Refs don't call the foul, but Danny Green still knocks down the three. So 20-point game now. If you're the Nuggets, you don't want to let your foot up off the gas. You smell blood, you have to attack. For the Sixers, they might catch the Nuggets slipping early in the first half and try to get back into this game. Gordon thought he was fouled in the paint there. They say possession will stay with the Nuggets. We look at the replay. Gordon tried to go up against Tobias. Tobias swiped down and got all ball, even though Gordon tried to make it look like he was going up to shoot right away. So Porter Jr. step back jumper over Ben Simmons, no good off the front rim, rebounded by Dwight. So this is an opportunity for the Sixers to get it inside of 20, trailing 72 to 52. Tobias Harris in the right corner, guarded by Jokic. Step back three for Tobias, no good. Air ball, rebounded by Barton. Barton looking to play playmaker today. Gets inside, kicks out to Porter Jr. Three-point shot from the left corner is good. Another three-point shot for Michael Porter Jr. and another three-point shot for the Nuggets, up 23 now. Porter Jr. tonight, 25 points, 5 of 5 from 3. Seth Curry skip pass over to Danny Green. Danny Green thought about a three, drives, take a floater, but there's a foul on the perimeter prior to the shot. We look at the box score so far. Again, Michael Porter Jr. with 5 3-point shots, 9 of 17. 9 of 12, 75%. So far from 3, the Nuggets are 9 of 20. Missed shot for the Sixers. Will Barton trying to push, probing, kicks it to Jokic. Jokic thought about a jump shot, looking to get a pass off. Gets it to Barton. Barton going left, attacking the basket. Fouled again by Dwight Howard prior to the end of the first half. A flagrant foul against Dwight sent sent Will Barton to the free throw line for 2. So they both have collided a lot tonight. Howard foul, common foul. Barton goes to the free throw line. So far tonight, Will Barton just 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He makes the first. Second free throw for Barton is good. So back to a 25-point lead, 77-52. Dwight now with 3 personal fouls. We got a foul against Denver. No, pardon me. They say that the Denver clock managers have to adjust the clock as the shot clock didn't start. So 21 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be sideline out of bounds. Seth Curry will be inbounding. For Philadelphia tonight, they just haven't gotten it going. You look at the turnovers tonight. The turnovers are a big story for the Sixers. 8 turnovers. The points over the turnovers have played a huge part. Ben Simmons thought about a 3 instead attacks, shoots off of his left foot. He jumps off of his left foot, takes the awkward right hand floater. He has 7 points tonight, 2 of 5 from the floor. Back tip by Danny Green forces a potential steal by the Sixers, but Nuggets able to retain possession. Jab step. Will Barton kicks it to Jokic. Jokic thought about a 3, gets Seth Curry in the post, kicks it back out to Barton. Barton guarded by Ben Simmons. Fadeaway jumper for Barton, no good. Dwight Howard comes down with the rebound. Ben Simmons pushing, trying to get into the lane. He's fouled by Nikola to stop the fast break opportunity. Coming into the game for the Sixers, Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle has actually knocked down some threes tonight. 2 of 3 from 3. Now that's a rare sighting from Matisse. Matisse not the best 3-point shooter. But we got a timeout. 7:16 remaining. Denver leads Philly 77-54. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. This is the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. This is a game of day by Isaiah. This is the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Denver Nuggets. Stay tuned for more. So we're back. Sixer basketball. 7:16 remaining in the third quarter. Nuggets up by 23, 77-54. 9 of 20 from the 3-point line are the Nuggets. They've been able to get free fluid offense, free flowing offense. The offense has been very fluid. And we got a foul against Denver. So 14 back on the shot clock. 7:08 remaining. Simmons looking to set up Tobias Harris. Dribble handoff. Goes to Matisse Thybulle. 3-point shot from the left wing. No good. Rebounded by Michael Porter Jr. He goes to Will Bart. In the post is Jokic. Jokic finds Aaron Gordon for a two-hand slam. Again, Nikola is such a great passer out of the post at the top of the key. His vision allows for his team to just play off him and get easy opportunities. Gordon able to get it that two-hand slam. Sixers look to respond with the three from Seth Curry on the right wing. It falls short, rebounded by Michael Porter Jr. They're looking to set up Jokic once again in the post against Danny Green. The mismatch is there. Sixers send a double team, kick out to Jamal Murray. Murray thought about a three. He drives, gets the floater inside, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Danny Green. Danny Green gets a great pass ahead to Matisse Thybulle, and he slams it home. So that was a great defense by Philly. Great rebound and look ahead by Danny Green and set up Thybulle. Murray guarded by Danny Green. He gets it to Jokic. Jokic in the post. Set up against Tobias. Blocked by Ben Simmons. Simmons looking for a teammate. Find Danny Green. Danny Green left wing three. No good. Rebounded by Gordon. 23-point lead for the Nuggets. 5:31 remaining in the third quarter. Michael Porter Jr. attacking the baseline. Has it deflected out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Nuggets. 14 on the shot clock. Porter Jr. thinks he's fouled. We look at the replay of Jokic finding Aaron Gordon on that baseline. When you send that double team, you got to be aware on the back line because Jokic will definitely find his teammates. Good deflection by Ben Simmons as Jokic tried to cross the lane. Simmons with the steal, trying to attack. Kicks out to Danny Green. 3-point shot for Green. Right corner, good. So it's back to a 20-point game. Mike Malone, since his momentum shifting just a bit, calls timeout. 79-59, Sixers are fighting back. Stay tuned for more. A Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. This is the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Denver Nuggets. So we're back. 20-point lead for the Nuggets, but the Sixers are surging. 79 to 59, 5:07 left in the third. We look at the team stats. Both teams shooting well from the free throw line. Nuggets 11 of 11, Sixers 8 of 9. The difference so far has been points in the paint. Uh, fast break points. Nuggets with 34 fast break points compared to the Sixers 20, and also the 3-point line. Sixers 7 of 22 from 3. Nuggets are 10 of 21. Murray crosses that timeline, hounded by Danny Green. Sixers trying to uh, build on this quick surge. Jamal Murray takes a right wing three, hesitates a bit, takes one dribble, then shoots it, knocks it down. So the 3-point line, the great equalizer for anything. If you can't stop it, you're definitely going to die from it. So Murray tonight, 4 of 7 from 3, 21 points so far. Harris guarded by Murray in the post on the left block. Step back jumper is no good. Rebounded by Jokic. Jokic working at point center is fouled by Ben Simmons. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Jamal Murray, guarded by Harris, takes the jumper, misses it short, rebounded by Danny Green. Ben Simmons with the pass ahead to Harris, working on the right baseline, can't finish the layup, rebounded by Jokic. That was an opportunity for the Sixers to get some quick offense. It rolls out. Barton looking for Jokic in the post, guarded by Danny Green. Jokic looking to set up a teammate, finds Michael Porter Jr. Porter Jr. thought about a three, deflected by Tobias Harris, and Jokic tried to save the ball, but he steps out of bounds. So possession goes back to Philly. Simmons on the right wing gets it to Harris. Harris dribble handoff to Shake Milton. 10 on the shot clock. Milton goes to Tobias on the left block. In the post against Campazzo, trying to get a finish, can't get the layup to fall. Is a bit out of control on the gather. Michael Porter Jr. looking for Will Barton. Skip pass, goes to Jokic inside. The layup is good. So Matisse Thybulle tried to gamble on the entry pass for Jokic. Got caught in a vulnerable position. Jokic able to score easy. Jokic tonight, 14.7 rebounds, 5 assists. Foul against Aaron Gordon. Coming in for Aaron Gordon is PJ Dozier, as Aaron Gordon tried to cut off Shake Milton. Milton falls. Gordon can't believe it. Definitely some body contact, a little hip check. Nothing too scary. So Sixers down 25, 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. Shake Milton in and out dribble. Step back jumper for Milton. Good. Campazzo with the basketball. Hasn't scored tonight, but he hasn't had to. Nuggets have been dominating. They're going to set up a pass for Campazzo. Instead goes to Will Barton. We got a foul. They say that foul will go against Campazzo. Foul goes against Campazzo, so it'll be Sixer basketball. Down 23. They came into the half down. Mike Scott back into the game. Milton trying to turn that left corner. Has it stolen by Campazzo. Great defense there. Great defense by Campazzo. Will Barton finds Michael Porter Jr. for a two-hand slam. Great fined inside there by Will Barton. 25-point lead. Will Barton's usually a shooter first. He looks to score on all opportunities, every opportunity. But tonight he's been a playmaker first, and he's found Michael Porter Jr. on a number of passes. Tonight, Porter Jr. with 27 points, 11 of 15 from the floor. Porter Jr. on the left wing, able to attack, trying to set up Jokic inside. The pass was deflected a bit. Jokic able to save it while in the air and still able to finish. So 25-point lead. We approach 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Korkmaz, left wing three, no good. Rebounded by Jokic. Jokic is on triple-double watch. 16 points tonight. 8 rebounds. Almost got another assist as Porter Jr. misses a three. Ben Simmons. Dribble handoff to Tobias. 1 minute remaining in the third. Ben guarded by P.J. Dozier. In the post, kicks out to Mike Scott. Mike Scott straightaway three is good. Rattles in. So the three-point shot is keeping Philadelphia within striking distance. You still got 12 minutes remaining. Can you make a run in the early parts of the fourth to make Denver think about it a bit? We'll see. 88-66. You still got a number of possessions here at the end of the third. Compazzo to Jokic. Jokic thought about a three. Attacks Mike Scott. Pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound from Will Barton. He can't finish. Ben Simmons is there trying to attack. Push off against Compazzo. They don't call it. He gets the layup. So it's a 20-point game again. 24 seconds left. A 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Philadelphia has outscored Denver by 3 points here in this third quarter. Will Barton trying to finish inside. He misses the layup. But there's a foul. So I'm trying to see whether that would be Will Barton or whether that would be Michael Porter Jr. going to the free throw line. It will be Michael Porter Jr. coming in on the offensive rebound. He was fouled. So Porter Jr. 27 points tonight, 11 of 15 from the floor. He misses the first free throw. So this should be the last possession for the Sixers. 7.3 left. Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. tonight combined for 50 points so far tonight. Porter Jr. misses both free throws, so still a 20-point game. Shake Milton for three at the end of the third quarter, knocks it down. So big three for Shake Milton there. 17-point game, 88-77. We will go into the fourth. The Sixers are trying to make a run and make this competitive. Let's see how it looks over the final 12 minutes. We'll be back with more. I'm Ask Isaiah. This is A Game a Day by Isaiah presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. You're watching the Denver Nuggets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Stay tuned for more. Just want to give you guys updates on the scores around the league. Only 4 games tonight, so a short circuit for everyone involved. Currently, you're watching the Nuggets Sixers. Nuggets lead the Sixers 88-77 going into the fourth quarter. Phoenix leads Atlanta 42-29. They're 9 minutes. There's 9 minutes left in the first half of that game. The Clippers game is in the second quarter. Clippers lead the Magic 34-23, 7:54 remaining in the first half, and the Hornets defeated the Washington Wizards 114-104. So that is the games on the docket for tonight. Again, you're currently watching, listening to the Nuggets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. 12 minutes left in this game. 88-71. Nuggets lead Philadelphia. All right, so we start this fourth quarter. Campazzo guarded by Maxey. Shake Milton just knocked down a three-point shot at the end of the third to cut the 20-point deficit to 17. Can the Sixers make a quick run over the next 3 minutes to make this close? Step back three by Jamal Murray, no good. Rebounded by Shake Milton. Milton gets it to Mike Scott. Scott looking for Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle back to Milton for Con Korkmaz. Looking for Maxey. Maxey with 6 on the clock. Sixers have to get a shot off. They go to Korkmaz. Straight away three. Falls short. Rebounded by JaMychal Green. Jamal Murray. 23 points tonight. A number of back-breaking threes. He hit a 4-point play in the first quarter to really break things open. But he, along with Michael Porter Jr., have been the focal points of the Nuggets offense. Obviously, the straw that stirs the drink is Nikola Jokic, but he hasn't had to be prolific offensively tonight. Maxey gets the ball as JaMychal Green committed a turnover trying to pass it cross court. It goes out of bounds. Sixers come back and turn over the ball in their own right. So start of this fourth quarter has been a bit sloppy. Still 88-71. Paul Millsap guarded by Korkmaz to JaMychal Green. Campazzo gets it to Green. In the post, Jamal Murray guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle gets the rebound, goes to Korkmaz. Korkmaz looking for a teammate, finds Maxey. Maxey attacking the baseline, looking to get a layup. He's blocked by P.J. Dozier. Great defense there by P.J. Dozier. Nuggets get out and run. Looking for some early offense. They have to slow down just a bit. This is the Sixers get back. JaMychal Green, top of the key. Thought about a three, goes to Millsap inside. Mismatch between Millsap and Milton, recognized by JaMychal Green. Millsap able to score. 10 points for Paul Millsap tonight, 3 or 4 from the floor. For Con Korkmaz with a crossover dribble left to right, able to split defenders going down the lane. I'm not sure the Nuggets were ready for that offensive barrage there for Con Korkmaz. So he's able to get a score, 90-73 here in the fourth quarter. 9:21 remaining. Backdoor pass from JaMychal Green to Murray, cut off by Korkmaz. Korkmaz steals the basketball. Maxey thought about a three, goes to Korkmaz. Korkmaz thought about a three. Sixers working it around the perimeter. 13 on the shot clock. Maxey has to go to Korkmaz. On the right wing, thought about a step back. No foul call. As there's contact between Korkmaz and P.J. Dozier. They finally do call the foul. And Mike Malone, head coach of the Nuggets, is upset at how late the call was made, but there was contact between P.J. Dozier and Korkmaz. As Korkmaz went behind the dribble, used the step back, and the contact by Dozier is called. So Korkmaz will go to the free throw line. First free throw for Korkmaz is good. Korkmaz this year averaging 9 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, 1.1 assists. Both free throws good. So we have a 15-point game. 9 minutes left. If the Nuggets aren't careful, the Sixers can't get back into this game. They're still in control, but there's a chance for the Sixers. Let's see how they respond defensively over the next 4 or 5 minutes. Good defense from Mike Scott on Jamal Murray. Paul Millsap on the left wing gets a pass off to PJ Dozier. Great defense by Matisse Thybulle as that jump shot falls short. Korkmaz attacking, takes contact, has his shot blocked, but there's another foul. Head coach Mike Malone is thoroughly disgusted. We look at this replay. Obviously, Korkmaz backing up. No, they call it goaltend. So we're going to see if it was a goaltend. They count the goal. It's a 13-point game, 8:31 remaining. We're going to see if they're going to challenge that. I think the Sixers will get it under 21. I think the Sixers will get it under 21. I think the score will probably be somewhere within the 16 range. I think the Nuggets will still win, but they'll definitely put the reserves in, and the score will be a lot more cosmetic than what the game indicated. Just an update on the scores. Sixers down 13, 90-77. The Wizards lost to the Hornets. Pardon me. The Hornets defeated the Wizards 114-104. The Suns are up by 14, 54-40 over Atlanta. 5:31 remaining in the first half. The Clippers are up by 14 against the Magic, 40-26. So we're back. 8:31 remaining in the fourth. Nuggets up 13, but the Sixers are trying to make a run. So far here in this game, Nuggets have out rebounded the Sixers 42-27. They've also assisted on 34 shots. They have 24 assists on 34 shots. And the three-point line has been their friend tonight, 11 of 25 from the three-point line, compared to the Sixers just 9 of 26. But currently, the Sixers are on a 14-2 run with 8:20 left. So let's see, can they make it a lot more competitive? Murray closed out by Korkmaz. 5 on the shot clock. Can Murray get a shot off? He does get the shot off. He makes the shot. Tough defense by Korkmaz. It's nothing you can do. Great offense. Always trumps great defense. Korkmaz with the basketball. He's provided quite a spark so far tonight. As Shake Milton tried to kick out to Mike Scott. Mike Scott fouls Jamal Murray. They have to be careful that's not a clear path foul. 7:48 remaining. So it's not a clear path. 7:48 remaining. Denver up 2. Denver up 15, 92-77. We look at Shake Milton trying to draw defenders and kick out to Mike Scott, but Murray read that from start to finish, able to get the steal. Mike Scott commits the foul. Compazzo guarded by Maxey. They're going to post to Jermichael Green. Jermichael Green looking for a dribble handoff with Murray. Murray guarded by Milton. On the left wing, now guarded by Mike Scott. Murray with a backdoor pass for Jermichael Green. Green was there, but he couldn't quite handle the pass, so turnover. Korkmaz looking to attack. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebounded by Paul Millsap. Sixers have gotten as close as they have been in a while with a 13-point deficit. But Jamal Murray's jumper, most recently 2 possessions ago, gets it to 15. And now the Nuggets looking to build on that. Paul Millsap attacking Shake Milton. It almost looks like a jump ball. Let's see what they call. It will be a foul against Shake Milton. So Jamal Murray, fadeaway jumper, off the dribble, amazing shot. Great shot by Jamal Murray on the left block, behind the back dribble, creating space. Off balance, still able to knock down that shot. Tonight, 25 points, 10 of 19 from the floor. Shake Milton looking to respond in his own way, knocks down the jumper. 15-point game, 94-79. 6:45 remaining. Milton tonight, 10 points, 4 of 7 from the floor. Murray on the right wing, guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle, a great defender in this league already, despite being in year 2. 3-point shot by Murray. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Great defense by Murray. Great defense by Thybulle. Big shot by Murray. Now an 18-point lead. We approach 6 minutes remaining. Murray tonight, 28 points. Skip pass from Milton over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz step back 3, no good. Rebounded by Murray. Fadeaway jumper by Murray, no good. Off the back rim, rebounded by Scott. Korkmaz thought about a 3. Milton, straightaway 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Compazzo. Compazzo directing. We got a violation against Denver. Not quite sure what the call is, but possession will go to the Sixers as we look at that last 3 by Murray. Definitely a back-breaking 3. Under pressure by Thybulle. Gets the score back to 18. 97-79. Nuggets lead the Sixers. 5:29 remaining in the fourth. We'll be back with more. I'm Ask Isaiah. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned as we finish up the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Denver Nuggets. Mm-hmm. So Sixer basketball, 18-point game, 97-79. Maxey skip pass over to Shake Milton, back to Thibault. Thibault thought about a three, back to Milton. 8 on the shot clock. Korkmaz, back to Maxey. Maxey attacking, can't finish the layup. They gather, force the ball off of his knee. Nuggets get the basketball under 5 minutes remaining as we close out this dominant victory for the Nuggets. Backdoor pass from Jokic to Campazzo over to Barton. Barton missed the three. Rebounded by Mike Scott. Korkmaz driving baseline. Back out to Scott. Scott for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Thibault. Top of the key, Maxey for three. Knocks it down. So we got a 15-point game, 4:27 remaining. Maxey actually had a 38-point game against the Nuggets earlier in the season without Joel Embiid. So um, he's no stranger to putting up big numbers. He's played his role as a rookie so far this season. Playing his spot minutes usually when there's key injuries to the rotation, but he's definitely been playing. Maxey in and out. Thought about the shot, takes the shot, makes the shot. So 13-point game. Sixers trail 97-84. Maxey 5 points. Both field goals have accounted for those here in the fourth. Inside for Jokic, great double team there by Thibault, but it doesn't matter as Jokic keeps the ball high and is able to score. So 15-point game, we approach 3 minutes remaining. And we got a timeout by Coach Doc Rivers. 99-84, 3:19 remaining. Nuggets look to be in control. Sixers trying to make the score a bit more respectable. So stay tuned for more for the final 3:19. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. The more work we get, the better we're gonna get. So the more you tap in, we get better games, we get more games. You look at the Western Conference standings right now. The Nuggets are in fifth. They're a game and a half behind the Lakers. And then win this game tonight, there'll be a game behind the Lakers. The Lakers just added Andre Drummond, who should help fortify the interior while Anthony Davis is out. Also, LeBron James being out for 3 to 8 weeks. But Drummond has proven to be a quality scorer when presented next to the right playmaking. So can he assist the Lakers while they try to overcome their struggles without Braun and AD? So Maxey is fouled driving to the basket. First free throw was good. Going back to that game earlier in the season when Maxey had 39, It was a January 9th game in Philadelphia. The Sixers were ravaged by a COVID outbreak that forced them to only have uh, eight players available. Maxey was able to put up 39 points on 18 of 33 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3. So it's a 13-point game. 3 minutes left. We look at Maxey getting blindsided by a Nikola Jokic screen there. That's where you learn as a rookie. You got to keep your head on the swivel. At the same time, the back line of the defense has to communicate with you to let you know the screen is coming. So jump ball between Mike Scott and Campazzo. Scott actually wins the tip. We're inside 3 minutes to play. Isaiah Joe with the basketball looking to attack. Maxey attacking off the dribble. Layup no good. Rebounded by Paul Reed. Reed rushes the putback. Can't finish the layup. Jokic with the basketball deflected by Mike Scott. Also into the game, Rajon Tucker, number 9. He's guarding Jamal Murray right now. He's a two-way player. Tucker out of Florida Gulf Coast. Mike Scott, three-pointer, is good. So the score is a lot more cosmetic than people would believe if they watched it. We're inside 2 minutes to place a 10-point game, 99-89. Mike Scott tonight, 3 of 5 from 3. Jamal Murray with the basketball going to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Mike Scott. Jokic skip pass over to Porter. 3-pointer for Campazzo. No good. Tucker gets the rebound. So 1:43 remaining. Can the Sixers make it a little scary? Isaiah Joe for 3 on the right wing. No good. Rebounded by Jokic. So 1:30 remaining. Score is 99-89. And we got a foul against the Sixers just for a triple-double watch. Let's check that out. And Jokic is always in the running for a triple-double. Look at the box score right now. Jokic has 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. So he fell some assists short tonight. We look at Jokic in the post. He had his dribble deflected by Mike Scott. They call a foul. It looked as if Isaiah Joe was going to have an opportunity to get an easy opportunity at the rim. It looked to be all ball. They called a foul on the body contact. That was a delayed call there. The Sixers bench can't believe it. Sixers bench can't believe it. 1:15 remaining. We'll see if Doc Rivers challenges this. I'm not sure why he would, but you want to try to. He does challenge. So with 1:15 remaining, Doc Rivers will be challenging if this is a foul. We look at the replay. There was body contact. Obviously, in the post, it's going to be physical. And you look at the size advantage. Mike Scott is only 6'6". Well, they say 6'7", but he's a brute inside, known to be the physical, just chippy guy. He has to do that to really, keep his role in the NBA, and he does that well. He's done that over the last couple of years for the Sixers. He's going up against a 7-footer like Jokic. He's gonna have to, provide more physicality than usual, and it looks as if it was all ball. We'll see. Big shout out to the Life Console 007 for checking in. Thank you for the love on my commentary. Make sure you tune in every day. We got a different game. Today's game is Denver versus Philly. Tomorrow will be a different game. So we'll see which one it is. But if you stay tuned, you'll find out. Appreciate the love. Okay, so they reversed the call. It's not a foul. So because they reversed the call, it will be a jump ball. Let's see. Okay, because they reversed the call to go to Philadelphia. So Philadelphia basketball under we approach a minute remaining. 99 to 89, Mike Scott takes a three, he misses it. Paul Reed tries to box out Jokic on the rebound. Jokic is fouled. So that's Jokic's ninth rebound. So 104 remaining. Paul Reed fouls Jokic. Jokic, one of the best free throw shooters as a big in the NBA. I mentioned his stat line so far this season: 27 points per game, 11 rebounds, 8.5 assists on the season, shooting 57%, 43% from three, 87% from the free throw line. Second free throw is good for Jokic, so he makes both 12-point game with under a minute remaining. Maxey at the rim finishes with the left-hand layup, trying to get a steal. Paul Reed plays the passing lane. Jokic turns over the basketball. So Sixers with 50 seconds left, down 10. Maxey attacking again at the rim. He's fouled on the layup. So despite the deficit, the Sixers fighting to the very end, making it as difficult as possible. You never want to give up anything easy. And if you're Mike Malone, despite being up by as much as you were, you still see the flaws of your team getting a bit out of hand, not executing, not taking care of the basketball. So there's always something to learn despite whatever time is left. Maxey makes the free throw, so it's a 9-point game, 101 to 92. Both free throws are good, so it's an 8-point game, 47 seconds left. Murray with the basketball gets it to Jokic. Jokic looking for Murray. Murray thought about a three. Clock still rolling. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer for Murray, no good. It goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with Philly. 25.1 left. Maxey content with letting the ball roll. He's getting into the rim again. At the rim, the layup is good. No foul call, 21 seconds left. So it's a 6-point game. That should about do it. Great inbound from Jokic to Murray. Murray with the two-hand slam. 19 seconds left. Another assist for Jokic. Scott for three straight away. Misses it. Rebounded by Porter. And that should do it. 103 to 95. The score is not indicative as to how dominant the Nuggets were tonight. They were up for the majority of the game. They got everything they wanted. Okay, so prior to ending the game, you got a foul against Paul Reed as Jokic was dribbling the basketball. So we're going to see whether this is a 3-shot foul or a 2-shot foul. First free throw for Jokic is no good. Eight-point game, 7 seconds left. Largest lead tonight for the Nuggets, 25. Sixers have not led at all in this game. Maxey for three at the buzzer, no good. Rebounded once again by Michael Porter Jr., and that will officially do it. The Denver Nuggets defeat the Philadelphia 76ers 104-95. They continue their winning ways. They've won 9 of their last 11. They continue to move up the Western Conference standings. The Sixers fall to 10-3 in the month of March. Unfortunately, without Joel Embiid, they weren't able to negate what Nikola Jokic has done. Jokic tonight, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Michael Porter Jr., 27 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Murray, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Paul Millsap, 10 points. The Sixers tonight just weren't able to stop the three-point line. The Nuggets, 12 of 31 from 3, and really, a lot of their misses came at the latter part of that fourth quarter to kill the percentage. But 12 of 31 compared to the Sixers, 11 of 35. When you look at what the Nuggets were able to do with points in the paint tonight, 44 points in the paint. They had 18 fast break points. The Sixers just weren't able to really keep pace with the Denver at the early start of the game, and that really created the big lead for Denver, and they just sustained it for the rest of the way. Philadelphia, without Joel Embiid, struggle against the top tier teams. They have won the majority of their games in March, but it's been a soft schedule. So this next couple of weeks, they're going to face some top tier teams like the Milwaukee Bucks twice. They're going to face they're going to have some more road games. Hopefully, Joel Embiid will be back. It was anticipated that he would be back towards the end of last week, coming into this week, but specifically with the matchups against the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Denver Nuggets. Because the Sixers continue to win, they didn't feel the rush to bring him back. Now, the Sixers have a road game coming up against the Cleveland Cavaliers prior to going back home. So maybe that would be a benchmark to evaluate where Embiid is going forward. We'll see. But tonight, the Nuggets, with their new acquisition of Aaron Gordon, continue to dominate. They continue their winning ways. And if they continue on this trajectory, they could be seen in the Western Conference Finals. We will see. For the Sixers, they kept it competitive as much as they can. They lose by 9, 104-95. But again, the final score isn't indicative of how dominant the Denver Nuggets were. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with another game tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what it'll be. So if you tune in, you'll be as surprised as I am. I never know until about midday. So we'll see what the new game will be coming up tomorrow. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for leaving comments in the chat. Subscribe, leave comments, and let me know what you think. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Stay tuned. Peace.